This is Assistant Director in charge of Arcade, Courtney Vance. Please state your full name for the record.
Is that a tape recorder?
Yes, it is a tape recorder. Please state your full name for the record.
Sandra O'Hara.
Miss O'Hara, we are doing this interview pertaining to your candidacy to be an agent of Arcade as recommended by Agent Jack Miller. I will be asking you a standard series of questions and then some more personalized ones based on the encounter in which you met Agent Miller. Because, to be frank, we still have some questions about that incident and about you. Are you ready to begin?
Sure.
Have you ever been convicted of a crime?
Convicted? No.
Have you ever had an encounter with what you would consider the supernatural?
I encountered a giant tree man in the forest.
That does count, yes.
And a witch.
And a witch. Yes, this was mentioned by Agent Miller in his report. According to Agent Miller, you displayed the abilities of an enhanced individual during this encounter. How did you acquire these abilities?
His guess is as good as mine. I have no idea how I came across the ability to manipulate plant matter as it seems that I can do.
You have no idea or memory as to how you acquired these abilities?
Correct.
They simply came to you in the moment? Is not something you've been able to do for some time?
No.
According to Agent Miller, your abilities are magical in nature. You being an Emerald City resident and having lived there during the Silver Storm, there was some question as to whether or not these were granted to you by that event, but that question seems to have been answered due to their nature. Do you understand who we are?
So you're the FBI, but you do supernatural investigation stuff, according to what I was told on the way here?
Yes. We are the... If you join us, do you understand what you're agreeing to?
I joined the FBI and investigate supernatural stuff? Thought that was obvious.
Yes. But I'll be frank with you, Miss O'Hara. This is not an easy life. Due to the existence of the gravity of balance, which is the spell that we use to maintain our secrecy by wiping the memories of our agents and their interactions from the minds of mundane people, it can be difficult to form or maintain meaningful relationships. As I understand it, you still have family in Emerald City.
This is true. I do.
They won't forget you, but you will have to keep many secrets from them, and your presence in their lives will be severely diminished. You understand this?
Yeah.
You were recommended by Agent Miller. What is your impression of him?
Oh, the noir detective? He seems capable. Well, I can't imagine what he thought a gun would do against a giant tree man.
I assure you that if Agent Miller thought that something would be effective, it likely would have been. You've been mentioning this tree man. According to Agent Miller's report, the same day you two met, you witnessed the first recorded use of abilities by an enhanced individual, one Jason Ridge, whom the media has taken to calling Redwood.
Yeah, there was an altercation with a construction worker and him. His blood hit the forest floor. Some weird, twisty plant stuff happened, went up into his spine all gross and stuff. And then he turned into like 100-foot tall tree person.
Based on what evidence we could gather and testimony from witnesses at the scene, we believe that Mr. Ridge may have inadvertently made contact with and entered a bargain with a less than benevolent spirit of nature. What was your relationship to Ridge?
I mean,
I see. So you were not a regular member of the Green Force eco-activism group?
No. They sometimes got a little too violent for what I typically go with.
I see. Shortly after Mr. Ridge's transformation, per Agent Miller's report, that was when you began to display enhanced abilities of your own.
I guess. Yeah. I was panicking at the time and just wanted him to not squish some people. And I reached out and the roots and vines responded. I don't know if it's the same entity, but I doubt it. I mean, if he was under the influence of that thing was trying to kill other people, then I doubt it would be okay with fueling another person trying to do the opposite.
And these abilities that you've displayed, they all involve manipulating or otherwise controlling plant matter?
As far as I'm aware, haven't really gotten a whole lot of chance to test them beyond what happened that night.
And in your escape from Redwood, you encountered another magically enhanced individual who, according to Agent Miller's report, simply identified themselves as the Witch of the Wood. This is the witch that you mentioned earlier?
Yes.
Could you describe them for me?
It was like they were mostly cloaked in shadow, but not like normal shadow. Like the sort of ominous coating that you get deep in the woods. Trees upon trees casting over each other. And they had some like glowy tattoos and stuff.
And this Witch of the Wood, they protected you and the other people that were trying to escape from Redwood?
Yeah.
Including Agent Miller?
They sure did. They let us into their home. They said some stuff to Redwood about, like, that was their place, they didn't have an invitation, and to get out of there. And Redwood was like, what are you going to do about it? And the witch was like, do you really want to find out? And Redwood was like, not really, and left. And then the witch went into the cabin and said for us to sleep, and then we woke up near Emerald City.
I see. Miss O'Hara, I'll be frank. Other agents come to us because they witnessed a supernatural event that took someone important from them, or they wish to serve their country and have encountered supernatural things in their past and wish to serve in that capacity, or various other reasons. I'll be direct. Why are you here? Why do you want to become a member of Arcade?
Well, Jack was like, you can either be on a watch list or you could work for us. And he also said it was a way I could uncover a gap in my memory.
Yes. Agent Miller said in his report that he was looking to speak to you because there was a period of time wherein you went missing. According to the file that he provided me, you disappeared during a hike in the woods with your parents when you were, or your family rather, when you were 6 years old, and reappeared 9 years later, not having aged.
Yeah. But I don't have any of that experience. I have no idea what happened or didn't happen in that 9-year gap. All I know is 1 second I'm falling through a forest in a rainstorm, and the next second I wake up in the middle of a park.
I see. Well, Miss O'Hara, you would be far from the first person to want to join Arcade to find out more about the world or about themselves. Though I'll be honest, your rather checkered past gives me pause, not as to your worthiness to join our organization, but as to whether or not I can get it approved. So for now, sit back, relax, because soon either you will be going through training and inducted as a member into our organization, or you will forget that any of this ever happened, and I won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, no problem, right?
Exactly. So, for now, and for all that it means, Miss O'Hara, welcome to Arcade.